Hi, my name is Nancy, and welcome to my Caregiver Journal. Someone asked me recently what it's like to be a caregiver, and one of the answers I always give is the exhaustion is real. As a caregiver, I juggle my schedule, helping Dan with his schedule, doing a lot of the heavy lifting now that it's spring outside. There's so many components to what I do. The exhaustion just becomes overwhelming. Someone asked me once for her situation. She said, "I'm tired. What do I do?" And I said, "You get up and you do it all over again the next day." Recently, I went down to visit my parents, and I flew down for my third week in a 2-month period to help them with some of my dad's challenges. And it was one of those emotionally exhausting weeks. Sometimes exhaustion is not from doing yard work and getting up in the middle of the night. Sometimes exhaustion is from dealing with medical situations you don't understand, having to Google it to make sure I know what a treatment's going to be, juggling things, doctors conflicting with information, and that is just emotionally exhausting. And I got ready to come home, and I got to the airport, and I grabbed my Mountain Dew that I always take on the plane with me. And when I got on the plane, I just felt sick just from being so incredibly tired and emotionally exhausted, to the point where I put the little tray down in front of me, put my head down, and just sat there with my eyes closed most of the flight home. Dan said people were probably looking at me like I was that woman on that plane. But sometimes the exhaustion is just so real, so hard to overcome, but we don't have time to give in. When I got home, I had to catch up on yard work, and I had to catch up on cleaning the house and getting ready for work. And there's never a time when it stops. We'll talk about self-care and things like that another time. But sometimes we just need to acknowledge that the reality of caregiving is that the exhaustion is real. Sometimes we need to own it, accept it, then do the best we can to make it healthy. But for observers looking in, platitudes don't work. Telling them everything's going to be okay doesn't work. Acknowledge their exhaustion. Can you bring a cup of coffee? Can you bring a meal? What can you do to help with what's going on? But sometimes it's emotional exhaustion, and the best we can do is keep going on, keep taking that step forward, and knowing that what we're doing is important, what we're doing is real, accepting that exhaustion and making that next step tomorrow when I wake up and get out of bed and do it all over again.